So welcome back to the channel. Today we're going to tie what I've always called the Disco Midge, but I've seen some other Disco Midges and this doesn't look like those Disco Midges. So this is the midge pattern that I tie, and it's super productive for me and it catches fish. So you can see there's a little bit of wing case on there. It's a pretty straightforward tie, so we're going to go ahead and get into it. I tie these flies on size 20 and 18s usually. Excuse me while I get the bead on here. So the hook I tend to use a heavy wired scud hook for a heavy wired midge hook rather for this pattern, just because I need that help getting the I want it to sink quick, so the heavier wire will help it do that. And for the bead, I'm using a tungsten bead, and it is a 2.0. So we'll go ahead and get the bead on there, and I'm going to start my thread. And this is just some really thin red thread I'm using. So for the body, I like to use, this is just red Krystal flash, and I just pull a couple strands of it and get it started. So what I do is I take two strands, fold it over itself, and tie it in. And sometimes this stuff gets a little unruly. It wants to come apart as you're twisting. So I just like to take it, kind of wrap it around itself some. Oh, sorry about that. Just hit the wire. We're just going to wrap this wire, this hook shank, touching wraps, just fill it in. Now what this does is, it may not be showing up as easily on camera, but when you tie this with this Krystal flash, it becomes a very shiny, kind of sparkly fly. It's a really great attractor pattern for the trout. And for me and the streams I fish, red is always a good color. So I take that Krystal flash and I wrap it all the way up to the bead. Just clip that off. So now I have that red Krystal flash body. The next thing we do is this is just some Krystal flash, and it's kind of a pearl Krystal flash. And it's just one piece. I just double it over, take it up to the top, and tie it in. Like so. Kind of pull it apart, get that nice V pattern. And I clip that, and I want to clip it to where it's just a little beyond the bend of the hook. So the last thing we're going to need for this fly is, this is a Peacock. Let me see, this is Peacock. So I pull a strand from the Peacock just up here near the eye. It's where the thinner stuff is. And for these smaller hooks, that's what you're looking for. So I take that, just kind of pomade it down, like so. And then give it a couple turns of thread just to hold it into position. Let me clip that excess off. Alright. So in here, we're just going to make touching wraps. We just want to put in a little bit of a collar with this Peacock. And if you've never tied with Peacock before, it's amazing material. It's very iridescent, it catches colors. It's just a great for fly tying and catching fish. So there we'll clip off the excess. Now I'm using red thread, and I'm going to put in a 2 to 3 turn whip finish. Let me zoom in if I can. Here. And when I do that, you might see it on camera, I'm going to get just a little bit of a red collar behind the bead before the Peacock Herl. See it there? So there we go. That is my Disco Midge. If you got any questions or comments, hit me up below and give this a try. It's a fairly easy, straightforward fly to tie, and like a lot of flies out there, this one's pretty productive. It's going to catch fish for you. So thanks for watching, and until next time, I'll see you around the vise.